Hey guys, it's Jessica, the Nomadic Owl Oracle, and this is going to be a general monthly reading for the month of May for all Earth signs. So that would be Taurus, Virgo, and also Capricorn. It is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. This is for whoever needs it the most at this time. Timing is fluid in my readings, meaning that it can apply at any time that you watch this. If it resonates, it's for you at that time, so keep that in mind. I do read in energies and not sexes, so when I read from the book, if it states at one spot in it that it's for a man and it's supposed to be a female that it applies to in your life, then take it as it resonates. Another thing is, guys, there are times that I cuss, so if that's not something that you like, I would highly suggest to click off this channel at this time. I'm going to be my authentic self when I do these readings. Another thing is I want to point out that some people want this to apply to their life, and maybe bits and pieces do, but don't take everything if it doesn't resonate for you as your own. Make sure that this is something that's fully for you before you accept it as your own, okay? I know I'm doing a reading right now and I want it to resonate with people, but there's sometimes readings, only bits and pieces will resonate, so please keep that in mind. So there are a few things I want to say before I get started. I have started selling essential oils with Young Living. So if you are interested in getting some essential oils, please reach out to me and I can help you connect with those based on what you have going on in your life and what would help you the most with what you're going through. I do also do personal readings for people. So if you're interested, please contact me about that. And I also do spiritual counsel sessions and connect people with crystals based on what they're going through and what their reading might state for them. So if that's something that you're interested in, please reach out to me and I can help you with that. Another thing is I am now doing a monthly essential oil roll-on that I'm selling. This month I'm doing it for jasmine. So if you would like to purchase one of those, please contact me. And if you haven't yet, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel, because I don't know how many people watch this, and it helps me keep up with knowing if this is worth me investing my time and energy into, because this does take a lot of time out of my day for me to do these videos, guys. That's why I stopped doing it for a long time, just being honest here. Okay, so this month, what we're going to be doing is using the deck of the Chrysalis Tarot. We also have the Garden Dragons. We have Nature's Whispers Oracle cards. And then, like normal for affirmation, is the Miracles Now. So guys, I am going to go ahead and get started. I've already pulled these cards. I've sat with them and saw what it wanted me to tell you guys. And we'll go through this, okay? So the first card that we have for this month for Earth signs is Adrian, and it's Death. So this card is saying that right now, the Death card is all about transitions and things changing. There's certain things that have to be released that have done their time in our lives. There's a crow out my window. He was very close, sorry. There's things that have ended in your life at this time that, need to be released, okay? Death is a natural cycle in our lives. Sometimes, it can catch us off guard. Sometimes it, is something that we knew was coming, okay? So be aware that with death becomes a new beginning, whether it be, romantically, whether it be for your career, whether it be for certain cycles in your life, okay? Generally, this does not represent the death of a person. This would more than likely talk about a relationship or something that you've spent a lot of time and energy into. So be aware that if it hasn't happened yet, that there is something that's coming to an end, and it might, kind of be hard to get past at this time, but know that it's happening for a reason. The second card that we have for this month is the Blackberry Dragon, and it stands for timing. So when this guy pops up, what I'm getting is that things are ripe, okay? Things are shifting. Timing is happening. Things are happening in divine timing. There's a full moon here. So if I'm not mistaken, I believe the full moon in Scorpio is on Wednesday the 7th, and that's a super moon. Scorpio is all about, death and darkness and focusing in on, the shadow self, if you will. So what I'm getting right now is that the time is perfect to work through that shadow self of you or of a situation to be able to purge it and release it. Something that I like to do during full moons, guys, is I like to write on a sheet of paper things that I want to release on one, and then I burn it and give it over to Creator. And then on a second piece, I will write down what I'm wanting to bring into my life, to be able to bring something in place of what I just released. And then I turn it over to Creator after I burn each individually. Okay, so that might be something that you want to work with at this time. Super full moons are very powerful full moons. Full moons are generally one of the most powerful moons that we have out of the year, besides for an eclipse. So know that this energy is very, very strong, very potent. So you can accomplish a lot if you put your time and energy and efforts into doing so. And then the third card that we have for this month, it says, be your best self always. So what I'm getting is that no matter what is going on around you, no matter how hard things may be, how stressful things might be, just be the best version of yourself you possibly can be. Don't allow all these things that are going on that are causing you to worry and feel fear to bring you down and cause you to act in a way that you normally wouldn't. More than anything right now, you just have to be the best version of yourself that you can through all this, because, acting out of anger, acting out of sadness, acting out of, emotions that are not in control and balance, it's going to cause you a lot of issues, is what I'm getting here. And then the affirmation for this month, it says, my happiness can be measured by the level of my faith and love. So what I'm getting here is that possibly this was a situation where you had a relationship or you had a job that you were really connected with, and then things happened and it fell apart and things are no longer what you want them to be. What it's saying to you is that maybe if you're unhappy, that you need to focus on the things that make you happy, whether that be a relationship, whether that be with being with a certain person or doing a certain job or a certain career or studies or whatever the case may be. You need to seek out the things that make your soul feel alive to be able to, embody that and unite that part of yourself at this time, is what I'm getting. So guys, that's my intuitive take into this cards. So what I'm going to do now is actually read from the book for you like I normally do, to give you as much information as possible. Bear with me just 1 second. I'm sorry if you keep hearing like these banging sounds. It's my cats acting crazy. Imagine that. New house, crazy cat still. Sorry guys. So let's see here. For the death card, all right, it stands for transformation. It says this card takes you to the center of Adrian's, I'm going to say Adrian's, labyrinth, where you'll meet the dreaded Minotaur. Adriane, the Celtic goddess of the gates of time, offers you a spool of yarn to unwind as you proceed so that you can safely trace your way out of the labyrinth. The Minotaur symbolizes your shadow side, the part of your psyche where negative thoughts lurk alongside repressed feelings, such as anger, guilt, and also selfishness. You'll successfully slay the metaphorical Minotaur and free yourself when you take full ownership of these flaws and grant unconditional forgiveness to others. The presence of Ariadne, I don't know how I'm saying it, guys, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering this damn name, I'm sorry. So it says, the presence of this in your reading suggests that you assist a friend or loved one in finding his way out of a dark corner. So maybe there's somebody in your life that's going through a really dramatic time. That possibly could be because of this quarantine and the virus and how it's impacted people financially and things like that. This could be yourself. But it's all about trying to overcome the darkness. Just because darkness appears in our lives, guys, doesn't mean that the world is over. Okay, and I probably have said it multiple times, and you probably have heard me say it, but to find balance, you have to work with your shadow side. You have to learn how to integrate it into your light body. When you ignore the dark aspects of yourself and you push them aside and don't purge them and you don't integrate them, then it can cause major imbalances. It can cause you to act out irrationally. It can cause you to have anger issues, bipolarism and things like that. I mean, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but I'm just telling you, spiritually, that's what it can cause. It can cause a lot of sadness and depression. So we are all human. We all have things that we're not proud of, but by learning about who we truly are and why we are the way we are and working through that, we can get past certain things, okay? So guys, that's what I'm getting from that. The second card, I don't know if I showed you that again, but I'm going to. The first card. The second card is the Blackberry Dragon, which stands for timing. Okay, so this one, it says, timing is the issue when the Blackberry Dragon shows up. It's common wisdom that every problem can be solved by striking at the right moment. This dragon takes time to mature. It can be quite sour-tempered as a young dragonette, while the more mature creatures tend to have a sweeter disposition. So wait before you launch into an argument. Hold back. If you give your opponent time to make mistakes, they will. However, if you leap in too soon, you will be the one caught up in the thorns and vines that you may have not noticed. A wait-and-see approach is your very best bet right now. So work on your strategy while you let your opposition have just enough rope to hang themselves. So, dude, I'm kind of getting like this is more like something that you really loved, and more than likely it's probably a relationship or it could be a job, okay? Like I'm getting something that you put your heart and soul into is coming to an end, and you're kind of just like, what the fuck, you know, possibly and upset about it, but know that it happened for a reason. And that the more balanced that you stay through this, the easier it's going to make it for you. That would explain why this third card, be your best self always, is popping up. Because sometimes people that are really crappy people or people that don't have our best intentions can sometimes bring out really negative aspects of ourselves that we even don't want to come out. So be aware of that. So for the third card, be your best self always. It says check in with yourself. How are you feeling at this moment? Are you being the person you aspire to be? Remember that you determine how you feel, and you're constantly choosing to feel the way that you feel. It's understandable. We are all human, and there are times that we don't feel 100%. You drew this card to help you to remember to access the highest level of emotions now. Give me 1 second. Hey! Sorry. It says, don't settle for less than you deserve. Do your utmost to achieve more, to love more, and to be your best self. So no matter what's going on around you, strive for the next level. Strive to get yourself to where you're trying to go to, okay? And then the last card, my happiness can be measured by the level of my faith and love. Know that love conquers all. That by coming from a place of love, compassion, and understanding, we can work through so many different things, okay? Unconditional love for yourself is what I'm getting is needed most right now, but just accepting others as they are. Some people are not meant to stay in our lives. Some situations are not for our highest good. So right now you're seeing what that is, or you will be seeing what that is. And just try to take an approach where you don't act out of anger, you don't act out of emotion. Instead, you remain grounded and balanced through it. So guys, I hope that this helps. I hope that it answered any questions that you might have. But if you do have questions for me, please feel free to reach out to me. I'll do my best to help you with anything that I possibly can. I hope that you're having a great month so far.